Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a review on my Springfield Armory 2020 Waypoint in 308. Hey everybody, I'm John. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. To our subscribers, we really appreciate your membership, and we hope you keep watching. So today we're going to talk about the Springfield Armory 2020 Waypoint. This one's mine, and this one is in 308. Another thing I need to get out of the way is nobody paid for anything on this channel, the ammunition, any of the components of the rifle, or the rifle itself. I paid for all this, so nobody's sponsoring this. This is all me. But getting back to this, about a couple years ago, I was in the market for a new hunting rifle. I wanted to get something lightweight that I would be able to use out in the Rocky Mountains. I live in the foothills of the Rockies. Usually I go back out east. I'm from the East Coast, and I hunt back there. I hunt whitetail back there. But I wanted to get into some mule deer hunting, some elk, you know, just different things, different game out here. So I was in the market for a new hunting rifle. Did some, did some research online, and at that point, Springfield Armory had just come out with this, the 2020 Waypoint. Now, this comes in, I believe, 3 different calibers. You can get it in 308. You can get it in, I'm sorry, maybe it's 4 different calibers. 308, 6mm, 6.5 Creedmoor, and 6.5 PRC, I believe, or whatever that round is. I went with the 308, and the reason why I went with the 308 is because, first of all, I have a boatload of 308 ammunition. This is my DMR. It's Aero Precision 308 AR-10, and I purchased a bunch of match ammunition for it, a bunch of ball ammunition for it, and I just had a lot of stuff laying around. And at the time, ammunition was near and dear, and it was pretty expensive. So I didn't feel like spending a lot of money on ammunition. And I also wanted to buy something, a caliber that I could go basically into, you know, any mountain town sports store and find that ammunition on the shelf. The 6.5 Creedmoor, the 6.5 PRC, awesome rounds. Definitely are flatter shooting and harder hitting than the 308. However, the 308 is a very common caliber, so you'll find it just about anywhere. The places that I go hunting back east, you know, if I needed a box of 308, I could find it easily, no problem. But I purchased it in 308, and I put in order to compensate for that bullet drop, because if you're familiar with 308, 308 has a very steep drop after probably about 300 to 500 yards. It really drops off. So what I did to compensate for that is I went out and I purchased the Burris Eliminator 3 scope. And I'll do a review on this scope. But basically this scope you enter the information in, the bullet information in, the grain, the type, stuff like that, and it will automatically compensate and show you, put the dot on the drop. So, you know, it will take care of that drop compensation for you. Windage is a different story. Windage I don't care about. I can figure that out very easily. But that bullet drop can be really hard to figure out. So I went out and I purchased this scope in order to compensate for that. Like I said, I'll do a review on the scope separately, but let's get back to this rifle. So this is Springfield's first and only bolt action hunting rifle. And I have to tell you something, man, did they hit it out of the park with this thing. There are a lot of, when I purchased this 2 years ago, there wasn't really too much information on it, and there weren't many of these out there. As a matter of fact, when I bought it, I was one of only a few hundred people that actually owned it at the time. Now, this thing was at the 2023 SHOT Show, and they have sold quite a few of them now. So they're becoming more popular, and guys and girls are really starting to understand, you know, how valuable this rifle is to a hunter or to a target shooter. If you're using this just for target shooting, I mean, that's a pretty expensive target plinker. But if you're using it for target and for hunting, you know, it's a great rifle. I have nothing bad to say about this rifle. Everything, this rifle has met and exceeded my expectations in every area that I was looking, you know, for a hunting rifle for. So let's get into this thing. All right, so first things first, Springfield has a 0.75 MOA guarantee on this rifle. And I can tell you that guarantee is definitely valid. Of course, it depends on what you're shooting, you know, what kind of ammunition you're putting through it. For instance, you know, this is just some ball ammo, 308 Winchester. I believe this is, yeah, 147 grain, full metal jacket. You know, this is just target stuff. Nothing, you know, you're not, nothing crazy with this. But this is what I shoot in my DMR. And, you know, you can shoot it through this. With this ammunition, you're probably going to see like a 1-inch MOA. You could get it under, you know, almost to a 0.75 MOA, but you're most likely going to see a 1-inch MOA on it. But like I said, it's 147 grain. It's just ball ammo, really. Nothing special, okay? This is the Federal Gold Medal Sierra Match King, 175 grain. You're definitely going to get the 0.75 MOA with this or better. This is a great round. Federal makes a pretty decent, you know, 308 round for this. They don't make it for this rifle, but they make a pretty good 308 round. And this is the 175 grain, a little bit heavier bullet. You could definitely use this, you know, if you wanted to use it for target practice, or, you know, if you're out competition shooting or something like that. You're definitely going to fall within that 0.75 MOA with this ammunition. But I'll show you what this rifle really likes is this Black Hills Gold. This Black Hills Gold ammunition is the best ammunition, in my opinion, to put through this rifle. I can shoot bullet holes literally at 800 yards with this ammunition all day long. I mean, you're talking now when I say, you know, the 0.75 MOA, that 0.75 MOA is at 100 yards. You can take this ammunition. This is the, I believe this is the 168 grain. Yep. 308 Winchester match, 168 grain, ELDM, okay? So this ammunition is the best ammunition that I've found to put through this rifle and be on target consistently. At 100 yards, man, I'm only putting one hole in the paper with this thing. It's that accurate, and this rifle is that accurate with this ammunition. So this is probably the best that you're going to find, or at least for me, with this rifle. Guys are shooting a lot, guys and girls are shooting a lot of different things with this now, but in my opinion, the past 2 years, this is what I found works best for me, okay? So that's the guarantee, the 0.75 MOA. Let's talk about the stock on this rifle. The stock on this rifle is a modern type. It's not the sporter type. And what I mean about a modern type stock is you have more of a vertical grip here, okay, on the stock. You have this cheek well, this cheek rise is awesome. Everything on this stock is composite. It's made by AG Composite is the stock, okay? You're probably looking at, you know, $1,000 stock right here alone. So, you know, it has a flat forward end on it. It's got the vertical grip, which makes it awesome for, you know, when you're lining up your shot, you know, gives you a very nice, comfortable feel down here. Especially as it comes down here, it kind of widens out and it fits your hand nice. So if you like to shoot in this configuration, okay, with your thumb up here, it's good. But I've also seen guys who like to shoot this way, all right? I'm not a big fan of that, but if that's your thing, that's your thing. You know, everybody's to each his own. Everybody's got his own shooting style. I'm more the traditional, like this. I like to grip it at first, but then I loosen my grip up and I just like to have it here. Everything is pretty much in my shoulder. And that brings me to the next part of this, the buttstock. Nice padded, receives that recoil really nice, and it doesn't hammer your shoulder all day. So a very nice, very light, and you know, a great performance stock. Now you can get this with the cheek riser, so this will come up and down. I got it fixed, and the reason why I got it fixed is because I noticed something. They had two of these when I purchased this. They were both in 308, but one had the cheek riser that you could adjust, and then there was this fixed one. Well, what I noticed was with the one that comes up and down, it comes up all the way to here. Now, if you take a look here, this has a little notch out right here. And the reason for that is because when you're going to remove the bolt, okay, it comes back all the way here. Now, if that cheek well was up, and that's the thing, you know, when you set a rifle up, you set it up and you just leave it that way. It's not like, you know, you set your cheek well for the day and then you lower it. You're setting it up for basically the life of the rifle for as long as you have it, so that you don't have to mess around with it when you're out there trying to take a shot. But like I said, when you try to bring the bolt out, you know, imagine if that was in the way, you would always have to lower your cheek well, your cheek riser, okay? So I chose to go with this, and the other reason I chose to go with this is it's actually a little bit lighter. It wasn't a matter of the cost. I believe the cost is only like a $60 or $80 difference with the one that you can adjust or the stationary one. So I chose this. It's lighter by a couple ounces, I believe. And I think that the total weight on this stock, just the stock alone, is 31 ounces. But like I said, great stock. It has QD points all over it, so you don't have any, you don't have your sling post coming down, getting in the way of anything, and you can just use, you know, your mil-spec QD attachments for your sling. Okay, makes it real nice. I love this because I can use my tactical slings on this. I can just use, you know, just about anything as far as slings go that I want on this rifle. And it makes it great to carry, especially if you're traveling around in the backcountry, or you're, you know, traversing up mountains and stuff like that. It just makes it a lot easier having those QD attachments. And you can also sling it across across your chest, like you would with an AR, rather than putting it over your shoulder and having to, you know, get that rifle off of your shoulder. Like, let's say you're tracking or you're walking and, you know, you spook something up and you want to take a shot. Well, rather than having to get that rifle off of your shoulder and then, you know, be able to put it onto your shoulder to take the shot, this, you know, can just lay right across your chest. And if you see something pops up, you can bring the rifle up immediately, take your shot, much like an AR platform. So that's that part of the stock. The other thing is it has the M-LOK slots on the bottom, so you can attach a rail and you can put your tripod on. And this one is an Atlas tripod, so, you know, pretty expensive tripod, but it's definitely worth the money to have on a rifle like this. So that's basically the stock. Now, the barrel. This one is a, I believe this is a 20-inch barrel. This one is the carbon fiber wrapped steel core barrel. So it's carbon fiber, it's wrapped, it doesn't have the resin on it like most carbon fiber barrels. And I believe that's why it gives you a little bit more accuracy, and it also dissipates that heat a lot better than the ones that are wrapped and have the resin on them. This is pretty much the barrel here, from here to here. This part is steel and it's Cerakoted. Okay, so when I bought this, there was only two different colors that you could get this in: Evergreen and I believe Alpine Ridge or something like that. This one is the Evergreen. It's got more green in it, carbon fiber barrel or carbon fiber stock. And what I like about the Evergreen on this is if you can see where the black would be on on the butts of the stock there, you can see the carbon fiber. So what they did is when they painted this, they left the areas where they would use black in the camouflage, and they just left it the carbon fiber, and it gives it a great look. It gives it that, you know, like I don't know, well, it gives it a carbon fiber look on the stock. Just an amazing piece of artwork as far as the stock goes. I know we're supposed to be talking about the barrel, but I'm back on the stock again. But yeah, this part, like I said, is stainless steel and it's Cerakoted. All right. The bolt is fluted, and like I said, as well as the barrel is also fluted underneath of this. I have some wrap on here because I was hunting and I just wanted to give it a little bit more camouflage. The end of the barrel is the Springfield, I'm looking through my notes here, guys, sorry about that. Springfield radial muzzle brake. So this here you can take off, you can put, it's threaded, you can put a can on the end there. It's one of the things that I'm looking at right now is a 30 caliber can for this. And I believe this has a nut in there, and this whole barrel is tensioned, which also contributes to the accuracy of this rifle. Super, super accurate rifle, and it is just a pleasure to shoot. I mean, I love shooting this rifle. It's just a lot of fun. Like I said, the bolt is fluted, and this action is so smooth. A pretty short throw on it, not too long, but an excellent, excellent machining process. I believe it's ECM is the process that they use, but yeah, check that out. Nice fluting on it. Okay, comes in here, nice big handle. Get those repeat shots, and it's got like a half seat on it. Okay, really nice, really smooth for follow-up shots. I love this thing. Your safety's up here, which again is well thought out. I hate having a safety down here that you have to push through, because when I'm shooting, I'm naturally in this position. So I like being here, okay? There's safe, there's fire, all right? Excellent, excellent gun. This rifle is just top of the line. I don't know, you know, how else to describe it, but top of the line. So that's the barrel. Like I said, this part's Cerakoted, and this part is Cerakoted in green. The evergreen comes in with the green Cerakoting on this part of the barrel, the bolt part. The other colors, I believe it's black. This is also green. It might be hard to pick up in the camera, but that's what it is. The trigger on this thing, Trigger Tech trigger, and it is anywhere from, you can adjust this from 2 pounds up to 5 pounds, all right? As you can see, you have the adjustment right there. So you don't have to take this all apart. You don't have to take that Trigger Tech trigger out of there to adjust it. You can do it on the fly, you know, in the field or at the range, you know, when you're zeroing this thing in. Just a great, great trigger. Trigger Tech makes awesome triggers. Bring it back here, come up, and I'll show you. Look at that. Nice and crisp, okay? I mean, that is nothing. So I have this thing adjusted at about 3 pounds. That's where I like to be, pretty much with all my rifles. 3 pound trigger pull. Another thing, show you here, stick this magazine in. Your magazine drop is right here. Give that a push. Magazine drops down. This is a 5-round magazine, 7.62 by 51 PMag, and it is a PMag S. So whatever that means, I'm not sure, but yeah. Nice little magazine. Nice. Seat's nice in there. Awesome. Awesome rifle. Love this rifle. All right. What else can we talk about? Just the fact that this thing is awesome. Super light. I believe this comes in at less than 7 pounds without the scope. Oh, the other thing is, this is basically the Remington 700 setup. So anything that is compatible with the Remington 700, you're going to be able to put on here. The Picatinny rail came with it. Like I said, I put the Burris scope on it. I've had this on since the beginning, and I absolutely love it. So this is a phenomenal rifle, and I am super happy and super pleased with the purchase, super pleased with the functionality of it, and like I said, it is just a great, great rifle. Those QD points, that Trigger Tech trigger, the fluted bolt, fluted barrel, carbon fiber wrapped. I mean, you can pack this thing, you can travel with this thing, you know, through the mountains, you know, through anywhere, and you know, it's just not, there's almost no weight to it whatsoever. You really don't feel it, especially if you've been using just the, you know, regular hunting rifles. This thing is a world of difference. Now, it does come with a steel barrel, so if you don't want to spend the money for the carbon fiber barrel, you can get one in a steel with the steel barrel. It adds a little bit more weight to it, and the steel barrel is Cerakoted, so you know it's got some durability to it. Cerakoted just the way, you know, this part is here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Springfield Armory 2020 Waypoint, and like I said, this one's in 308. Definitely worth the money. I believe I paid, I want to say I paid about $20 $2,200 for this, and that was without the scope. So the scope was another $1,000. So you're looking at about 30. I think all in all, I have about $3,300 to $3,500 in it. The Atlas tripod, those aren't cheap, but you know, excellent tripods. Like I said, the Burris scope, that's not cheap either, but it's an awesome scope. And for the 308, I really enjoy having that. As a matter of fact, Burris is not too far from where I live, so I actually had a one of these scope caps break when I came back from the East Coast. I opened up my case and I noticed that one of them was broken. I went down to their office. They sent me over to their warehouse, and a gentleman over there, he hooked me up with 2 brand new scope caps. Just an awesome company. But we'll do a review on this one later. We'll get more in depth into the Burris scope. This I can actually take, and if you notice on here, this is the Velocity Spitfire. So I can take this whole thing off, just unscrew these 2 here. I have my pick rail here. I can put this scope onto this rifle, and I can increase the accuracy of this thing probably tenfold just with that scope on there. But again, excellent rifle, definitely worth the money. Another reason why I didn't get the one with the riser is because I like to put, you know, this little spandex ammo sleeve on the back, just to have, you know, extra rounds on me for when I'm out hunting. Not that, you know, you should have to have this many rounds to hunt, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So it's good to have it. Again, excellent rifle. Maybe once this weather starts to warm up and we can get out onto the range, we'll take some video of this thing in action, and I'll show you what that MOA is. But like I said, this thing, the .75 MOA is a guarantee on it, and man, they really mean it. Very accurate rifle, very light rifle, and just a great hunting rifle to have. So, all right, everybody. So that's going to wrap it up for the review of the Springfield Armory 2020 Waypoint and 308. Like I said, please hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to do something with this channel, and you know, the more subscribers that we have, the easier it is to do that. Hopefully, you know, when we get enough subscribers, we'll be able to do giveaways. We'll have sponsors that will, you know, maybe we'll be able to do some giveaways with the sponsors and stuff like that. But we can't do that without, you know, a certain amount of subscribers. So please hit that like and subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your family. You know, we have a lot of cool stuff coming up. We have, you know, this is basically one of my kits. We're going to go through all this stuff. We did a walk around my assault belt, my range belt, and so check all that stuff out. But like I said, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you to our subscribers, and we hope to see more subscribers here. So everybody take care. Go Eagles. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl, and I hope that my Eagles win. So, all right, everybody, take care and stay safe.